Hey everyone, welcome to the beach with General Sunbeam.
Aloha! Glad you could join us.
Relax, soak up the sun, and enjoy the vibe.
Oh, okay. Adjusting camera. All right. Just doing the mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1 through. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Another content, another stream, or another content video in production. All right. So, greetings to all viewers. Anyone that care to watch this content video is your boy General Sunbeam. I'm here in one of the rooms, and it's dark and dim, just to save electricity. Got a lot of debt to pay off and try to keep all our bills manageable. But there's your boy General Sunbeam reporting, and it's time for another content. All right, today we're going to talk about various random things. Let's get to it. So, statement on community issues and content growth. Let's talk about one of the high profile, one of those celebrity figures, Selena Quintella case. So verified information only. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this teleprompter working. So verified information only regarding Selena Quintella case. I want to begin by addressing the reports I've seen about Selena Quintella. As of today, I have not found any reputable news articles or official records confirming the details of Selena's death or the identity of and charges of any suspect. But because I rely on verifiable sources from what I share, I will not repeat rumors or unconfirmed stories. If reliable information about Selena's case becomes available from a trustworthy outlet, such as a major news organization or police statement, I will update the channel accordingly. Until then, please treat any circulating accounts with caution. Speculation and rumor can spread very quickly online, especially about tragic events. A rumor a rumor is simply a claim without a confirmed source, if you know what the rumor means, and speculation is guessing beyond the known facts. To avoid harm, we must distinguish clearly between confirmed facts and unconfirmed claims. If you come across details about this case, check for official verification before accepting or sharing them. Violence or baseless accusations are never justified. Everyone deserves due process and respect for the truth. All right, let me pause right here. So let's talk about Selena Quintentela. She is the queen of Tejano. Okay, so I'm not sure why they didn't explain this, but she was murdered by her friend Yolanda Yolanda Salvador. I don't know how to really pronounce her first and last name, but it is. They're both of Hispanic descent, and Selena was killed by her friend and manager, her best close friend by Yolanda. And from my understanding, is she is in jail. Yolanda is in jail for murdering, and she's still alive to this day, and she remains in prison. I remember that she was on her parole or something, and then she didn't get her parole, so she remains behind bars from my understanding. And I think one of the family members, the dad, the Quintinda family member, I think the dad passed away about a few years ago. I think I don't know my history and my sequential history of Selena Quintela, but me and my wife and my in-law families are sort of familiar about Selena Quintela, and she was killed by her friend. But that is why, with this being said, this is why we are all human beings. It doesn't matter how close you know your friends within your inner circle. Friends have changed your heart, and they can betray you. They can literally backstab you. It doesn't matter how long you know your friends. If they're affected by drugs, if they're influenced by drugs or alcohol, they can snap and they can turn violent. There's such thing as betrayal and change of hearts. I just want to throw it out there. So you can never be too close, like too confident that your closest friends would not betray you. I would personally doubt that. But always to stay cautious and on guard and stay aware and alert. But that's what happened to Selena Quintela, and I don't know why I'm saying all this, but any unconfirmed rumors or made up BS stories or any deep fakes about Selena and any made up AI telling fake stories, that's what I'm trying to call out there is don't believe in rumors or speculation. And rumors are just anything that just made up or speculation is just guessing beyond the facts. Like basically saying, "Oh, she got poisoned or something." If we're talking about Selena Quinatella, but she's the queen of Tejano. She's a singer and in the Hispanic culture of Tejano. And I did watch a movie about Selena, and if in her personal life, her family did treat her like sort of kind of like not treating her like she's independent, similar to my immediate family case, like where we're like we're not treated as an adult like we're supposed to be. We're in our we're old enough to make our own decision, to live independently, to exercise autonomy and all that. But let's get on. But you get the whole point here. We're all grown ups, and we all are free to make our own decision and live life we see fit within the law, as long as we don't hurt anybody or put anybody in a hospital. But moving on. So in real life, IRL pranksters and public safety. All right, let's get on to the prankster stuff. Several so-called prank or nuisance streamer incidents have made headlines in recent years, and it's important to discuss them carefully. These are individuals who film public pranks and disruptions to gain online views or clout chasers, their clouts. Examples include named pranksters like Fred Beyer, aka Dirt for Nothing, Johnny Somali, Dita Mac, and Canel Joseph, often spelled Canel online. Some of their stunts have gone too far and led to real world consequences. Like, for instance, media reports detail that one prankster was arrested in Japan for trespassing and causing a public disturbance, leading to an official fine and temporarily detention, which I believe that could be Johnny Somali. Another streamer faced multiple charges in South Korea after public harassment. One of them is Johnny Somali too. Incidents including interfering with businesses and creating an obstruction. He later pleaded guilty and faced sentencing. Other examples include pranksters being banned from platforms or venues because their actions endangered others or violated policies, store or restaurant policies. Key points on these events were serious enough that authorities or event organizers intervened. Like, prank content is not just entertainment, it can cross legal lines. News coverage from local and international outlets has documented several such cases. I urge you to rely on those reports rather than hearsay on social media. Don't believe in hearsay. Again, rumors and speculations. Not every disruptive video has balanced context. Some may be edited for shock value. Just always look for independent news sources or official statements for the full context picture. I mentioned this not to sensationalize, but to remind us all that public safety is paramount. If you see harmful behavior online, the proper response is to inform responsible parties like police or venue staff, not to take matters into your own hands and be a vigilante. And if you're a content creator or fan, remember that going viral is not worth someone's well being or your own freedom. Content creation and community growth. Now, content creation and community growth. On a different note, I want to talk about where I stand as a creator in this because I suck at being a content creator. I'm just being me, doing my best here. As a creator in this community, My personal experience on DeviantArt, DA, and other platforms reflects how growth works in content creation. Like, for example, my DeviantArt profile has grown from about 410 to 452 watchers over the past month. This is real progress, but it also shows how even with lots of posting, follower growth can be modest. That underscores a key point. I can control how much I create, but I cannot force people to hit that follow button or watch button on DeviantArt. Focus on authenticity. At the end of the day, I believe people follow people. I believe people follow people. Consistent content is important, but who I am as a creator matters just as much. I don't rely on flashy gimmicks or fake personas. What you see is me being myself every day, whether I'm filming a simple vlog, a casual live stream, or a behind the scenes look at daily life. It is personal as it is, but I'm just me being me. So, call to action. If you find value in what I do, whether it's my perspective, my consistency, or my creativity, I humbly ask that you follow or subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds to hit that follow button or subscribe button. Anyone can do it, but it makes a big difference for the channel's growth. Even if you don't want constant notifications, you can always disable alerts and still be subscribed or followed. Now, full time commitment. I post frequently as a content creator and am serious about making this a career to the best of my abilities, what I can do. Your support through follows, likes, shares, subscribe directly contributes to that goal. Now, moving on to cancel culture and verified reporting, let's address a trend often called cancel culture and the related phenomenon of call out accounts. You may have seen pages targeting individuals for alleged misdeeds. One example is a page name on Instagram called Cancel Box of Props, which has accused a Houston cosplayer, I believe, George Ross Martinez, aka Box of Props, of various transgressions. Another example is some people bringing up historic allegations against public figures like a leader of a convention or an artist, like Anime Matsuri, for example. Understanding the issues. Cancel culture broadly means publicly shaming or boycotting someone for their actions or statements. That's what cancel culture means. It can range from legitimate accountability to outright online mobbing. The risk is that accusations can spread without evidence, creating a false narrative that ruins reputations or undermines one's reputations as a person out there. Verified reporting. Always check who is providing the information. Are there police reports, court documents, or reputable journalists behind these claims? Or is it just another anonymous social media post? If it's the latter, treat it with skepticism until proven otherwise. Because again, rumor versus concrete fact. A rumor is a story that's circulated without solid concrete proof. And speculation is just guessing about motives or details that aren't confirmed yet. Both can easily become truth in the minds of viewers, audience like me, which is dangerous. We must ask, where did this information come from? If we can't find an authoritative source, we should question the claim. By sticking to verified facts and thinking critically, we avoid spreading misinformation or dishonest information. If someone truly did wrong, I want them held accountable by the right people, such as judges, platform moderators, employers, police, FBI, law enforcement, not by an internet mob, not the internet sleuths or the vigilante. Safety, harassment, and community etiquette. As part of this discussion, I also want to touch on personal experiences that highlight broader issues of online conduct. For example, I've encountered inappropriate demands on social media. A person, I'm gonna call out this person, a person on the internet named Saad Afridi contacted me previously and persistently asked for personal photos, like specifically pictures of my feet. Even after I said no, they became possessive and continued to pressure me, like telling me for my feet and telling me to change my name. This kind of behavior is unacceptable. It illustrates why creators must set boundaries and why platforms should enforce harassment policies. We should all feel empowered to say no to anything that makes us uncomfortable. And we should report harassing behavior when it occurs. Similarly, I've had professional contacts on DeviantArt or Discord ghost me or disappear. For instance, one artist named Erotic Yukina, who I expected to collaborate with, hasn't communicated in over a week. It's about 8 or 9 days since we last chat on Discord, despite having initially agreed to a project. Situations like this are frustrating, but unfortunately not rare. They remind us that not every online interaction will go smoothly. So it's wise to have backups or not rely too much on a single person. Note, I am not naming people to shame them. I'm sharing these examples to highlight common issues that content creators face: unwanted advances, harassment, online cyberbullying, harassment, unprofessional behavior, all that. If any viewers has experienced something similar, remember that support resources exist and that you're not alone. The conclusion and call to positivity. We live in a time where the news cycle often feels chaotic and negative, like hellish. Crime, scandal, misinformation, fake news, war. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but as creators and community members, we have a choice in how we respond. Encourage rational thinking. Let's prioritize facts and evidence. Before forwarding something, ask, is it verified? Check credible sources or ask me to clarify if you see something suspicious. Uplift each other. I believe in focusing on positive, good vibes, good spirits, uplifting content. As we grow this channel and community, I want to celebrate creativity, kindness, and resilience. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Finally, treat others with respect, both online and offline. If you've seen wrongdoing, report it responsibly. If you disagree with someone, criticize the action, not the person. Violence, doxing, or public shaming are not solutions. They only add to the negativity. They add to the problem. They cause more disturbance. So once again, just yeah. So thank you for listening to this update. I'm committed to transparency to the best of my abilities, to my audience, and to doing things the right way within the law. Let's keep building a community based on concrete truth, respect, mutual respect, and good spirits positivity. Gotta spread joy and not the hate, not all the bias and not all this swamp of hell. Because we don't want to see anybody getting hurt or put in the hospital or permanently put down in the 6 feet under the grave and all that. I don't want to be seeing all that. I'm not a big fan of violence and all the hate on the online. And I just want to express all that. But that's pretty much all I have to say, and that's the memo. So if you reached the end, I appreciate you taking the time to hear me out from start to finish, watching this video content. And I'm sorry if the whole video content is piss poor, is boring, or is just a bunch of bull crap. Well, I'm just being me, just expressing, speaking my thoughts, blogging, vlogging, and just doing my best to spread awareness. Do the right thing. If you see something, say something. Report it. Call it out. Don't let the criminals win. Don't let the haters continue to hate and bring down innocent internet users out there or cause any sort of disturbance. We're here to be the solution, not the problem. And that is hope what I see see the change going forward in the future of the whole community of the United States of America. And I am General Sunbeam. Thank you for the follow, subscribe, views, shares. Follow me on Rumble, Instagram. I am General Sunbeam. DeviantArt, Sunbeam Zero, Solitaire Cosplay, Facebook, and DeviantArt. And follow me on Wattpad, Sunbeam 007 or General Sunbeam. And I will be producing more content in the future and